Welcome to another edition of One Take Only. I am George Phillips with OilPressure.com. This is my good friend, John McClellan. And John, it is race week.
The best week.
It is. Kind of been in race mode all week long, really. Actually,
you've been
it's the month. It's the month of May, so
yeah.
Really pretty much all month long. But
and you've done a great job this month of keeping everybody's head that follow you and on Oil Pressure. I want to say thanks, George. Congratulations on the great work.
I appreciate that. Did you read my Tenderloin article?
I did.
First things first.
Yeah, I sure did. And if it wasn't for the fact that Bowles got in there and opened up the other vending places that's going to serve the good stuff, I would have been very upset.
Well, I don't know
Doug
what
Bowles
happened,
has
but
done a good job.
But all I know is I had that horrible thing when I got up there that Friday before the Grand Prix, and I was just distraught. I mean, it was terrible. It was just two small, overcooked fried patties, kind of piled on top of each other. Had jalapenos of all things underneath it, chopped onions, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and then spicy brown mustard. I mean, it's like something you would order in California, and it was just it was disgusting. Plus, it jumped from $6 to $9, so I was just distraught. I was thinking, oh my God, my tenderloin, the one that we've come to love over the years, is gone. And then the next day, I'm in turn 2, and lo and behold, there's one of the indie grills there, and I noticed jumbo tenderloins. So well, I'm just going to go see, and lo and behold, their menu said jumbo tenderloins, $7. So I started talking to them and found out that's the real one. So if you go, do not go to that stand behind the pagoda, and anytime you see a tenderloin advertised for $9, run. But
run to the one that says $7,
yes,
right?
But if you see one for $7, that's the one to get. So
and they've got the ones right outside the track too. That they're selling those good old Indiana.
Yeah,
tenderloins.
So, but just stay away from the $9 ones. Anyway, enough of that.
I can't wait.
And another little bit disappointment while we're being on the negative side. Then we'll get to talking about racing stuff, but. I was a little disappointed to be in the gift shop as recently as this past Sunday during the second day of qualifying, and there's a couple of Verizon items, but nothing that you'd really want to buy. I mean, I don't wear tank tops,
so you're out of luck.
I am out of luck. I was hoping they'd have polos. No, none to be found. So,
well, they're coming though. Maybe not this week or next week, but they'll be here.
Well, you hope. I would have thought they'd have something by now. I know it was kind of a last-minute deal before the season started, but I thought surely they'd have something by Indianapolis. Also disappointed though the selection, not only for apparel but even the die casts, all 2-year-old cars. I mean, they're still selling that green and yellow Tony Kanaan Geico car.
Right. My son wants the brand new one with that he won the Indianapolis 500.
The hydroxy cut,
year. Yeah, hydroxy cut.
And now the newer cars are the 1/24th scale.
I don't like that.
No, and so it's.
Got to go back to 118.
Yeah, they need, and I know they keep referring to this as a transition year, and I'll give them that. But I'm the offerings in the gift shops were a little disappointing.
Okay. All right. Well, they'll fix that.
Did you order a shirt?
I've got one. Yes.
For the race?
Yeah.
You sure would have the new the
brand new logo? Yeah. It's
the race
great.
logo.
Yep.
Good.
It's nice.
Cotton.
It's a wonderful dry fit shirt.
Dry fit.
That's right.
So
it's going to be hot. The weather, it's going to be 82 degrees, 90% sunshine.
So in other words,
I'm going to be sitting in there looking good and feeling good.
In other words, you'll be stinking after the race.
I won't be stinking nothing. I'll have all the sweat just taken right off my body.
No.
I'll feel cool all day long, and I'm going to look good too.
Well, that's debatable.
Hey, look good here too.
That's
all
also
right, yeah, okay, right.
No, I'm wearing a pink shirt for
Pippa Man. Okay, that's right. You're so cool.
The race with Pippa deal. Pippa's car, by the way, looks great.
It looks great, and I'm so glad she's in there too. She really does a lot of good things, and she's on her Facebook page. She's always talking to the fans,
and that's nothing like this compared to Twitter. You see her on Twitter.
That's right. When I've been on there, I've seen her.
Okay. Anyway, down to the race. What did you think about qualifying?
I liked qualifying, except that I didn't like the Sunday morning part where a guy like Ryan Hunter-Reay can go from inside row 4 all the way back to inside row 7, or is it 6? Row 7, I think.
I'm not sure where he dropped.
That's not good.
He dropped I think 8 spots.
Yeah, I'll tell you who took his spot was Busch, and it was great to see Busch get some speed, and he's going to be intriguing. But I did not like that part at all.
Well, Busch had speed. Remember, he was just outside but he wasn't there to defend his spot, and he ended up getting bumped out of the Fast 9 on Saturday. But then he came back and had another good run on Sunday. What I did not like about Sunday, and I think that's something they kind of need to take a look at. I'm not quite sure right at the moment what they can do about it, but everybody jockeyed for position on Saturday.
Right.
And then on Sunday, they started with the slowest car first and then just went bam, bam, bam in order. Well, what happened was your faster cars from Saturday were running after the track had warmed up. And so consequently, they were slow on Sunday. So that's why you're looking at Ryan Hunter-Reay, who Saturday finished just outside the top nine, and then he drops like a stone on Sunday, simply due to the timing of his run. And he didn't have the option to run later or anything. I mean, bam, he had to take it.
If this was a road course and a 2-hour kind of window there, that would really hurt him. But this is a 500-mile race. It's Indianapolis, and he can overcome this.
Yeah, but what if there's a problem with the start and you're back in the pack? You're screwed.
We'll just have to see how it goes. Like I said, it's a long race. You got to go those first 200 miles.
One thing though that I also found a little surprising and disappointing was the qualifying. I was led to believe, and I think everybody was, that Saturday was just going to be sort of the mess around day, just let's run and just get it in, but we're going to really focus on Sunday. Well, that wasn't the case, and then of course Sunday was supposed to be the go for it all day.
Right.
Well, the way it played out was, especially after the rain delay on Saturday, was that you had all types. I mean, it was very intriguing. You had all types of strategy playing out. You had those 2 lines going, the express line where you had to withdraw the time, which I didn't even know about until that day.
Me too, I didn't know about it, but it was really cool. And to see where they were, like with Michael and Marco coming in, which lane he had to go into the drop his speed and get into the fast lane.
So anyway, but Saturday was the very strategic day, and Saturday I thought it was fascinating just to see how it all played out, and it was sort of edge of your seat type viewing. On Sunday, now maybe it's different on television, but at the track, Sunday was really sort of anticlimactic. I mean, they lined up, they went their turn, and everybody goes one time, and that's it. And plus with the Fast 9 going in the heat of the day, you really wondered if any of them were going to beat Montoya's time. Ed Carpenter, turns out, was the only one that did.
That is what I liked about Sunday, though. When JR got out there and did so poorly, and I thought, well, what's this going to bear with Ed Carpenter, who should have, he won the pole the day before. I'm used to it. But anyway, so I thought, well, I guess Ed's going to be in trouble here. And actually having J.R. Hildebrand on his team, they were able to see that there was a balance problem, at least that's what he was talking about, and he was able to overcome it. I enjoyed Hinch. I thought Hinch was sitting really pretty there. So I was happy on both ends, Hinch is going to get a pole one day, no problem.
And I think Ed Carpenter's going to get a win one day.
I do too.
Before it's all said and done, and he's going to end up being a great owner, I think.
Oh, he is a great owner.
Yeah, but I don't know that Ed's going to get his win this year. If I had to guess, I'd say probably not. Who do you like to win the race?
Okay. Well, Ed Carpenter, I like him, and I like Hinch. I like Hinchcliffe. I think Hinch could put it all together.
So you're calling for Hinch?
I'm calling for Hinch.
You're not going to go with your boy Hunter Ray?
Well, I tell you what.
He's too far back.
It sure did, you know. And he did so well at, you know, at the Grand Prix.
So, I said this a couple of weeks ago, and I've kind of been saying it all month. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with Will Power. Elio, I love that yellow Pennzoil car. It looks just like Rick Mears' car in the 80s. Love that car. He's a sentimental favorite. I'd love to see him get his 4th. But I think I think Will Power he's kind of sitting pretty. He's starting on the outside of the front row. He's been sort of quiet. I mean, he hasn't made just tons of noise. He's been consistently fast.
He's always quiet.
He's been consistently fast all month, but kind of been overlooked, I think, because people still look at him as, well, he's not really an oval driver. Well, remember, he won the last 500-mile race in Fontana.
Yes, he sure did.
And so I think that when it's all said and done, I think it's going to be Will Power coming away drinking the milk.
Well, he's deserving. He's a terrific driver, and I mean, at the end of the year, he's always going after the points.
Yep.
He's, by the way, he is quiet except when he's mad.
True.
Oh.
Real quickly, I'd say the disappointment of the month has probably been the Target cars, the Ganassi cars. They've kind of been off pace all year long for the most part, but they kind of salvaged Sunday, but at the end of Saturday, I mean, they laid an egg. None of them made the Fast 6, that should be Fast 9, and you know, Dixon and Kanaan had okay runs, but Kimball and especially Briscoe. I mean,
no, Briscoe's way back there.
Yeah.
What is he on the? He's inside last row?
No, he's not on the last row, but I think he's either the 9th or 10th row.
Yeah.
But big disappointment. I think, though, you'd be foolish to overlook the Ganassi cars, especially the Target cars.
And Scott Dixon, do not overlook him.
Don't overlook Dixon. Don't overlook Kanaan.
They've got a great team. They showed it when they put Franchitti. He won that race, and when he had that accident in the pits that same day.
Yeah.
They got him all back up front.
So
yeah, look out.
And you know, 2 years ago they did that. They kind of stunk up the place all month long, but then come Carb Day, boom, they were at the top of the speed charts, and Franchitti ended up winning the race. So.
Okay, what you got going on Saturday night?
Saturday, really nothing, because I'm going to the Burger Bash Friday night. You're going, aren't you?
No, I'm not going because I want to get a burger.
Well,
and
then,
you can't
that's
eat
why they
one.
call it a Burger Bash.
There's too many people there. I don't do that.
And you know this from previous experience.
I'm old radio guy that used to do radio promotions. I know that stuff.
Okay, anyway. Saturday night, I'm going to probably go to Dawson's with my brother. He'll be up there. Susan and her son are going to go to the Jason Aldean concert, which I really have no interest in that. We'll go to the museum on Saturday.
I can't wait.
And then
you're going to take me with you.
Well, I tried to last year, and you wouldn't go. But I want to see the turbine exhibit.
I do too. I want to see all the other cars. Old Calhoun. I want to see Wilbur Shaw's car. I want to see A.J. Foyt's car. And I also want to see the fuel injection special.
But they're always there.
Yeah. I'm going to Giacomo's on Saturday. Giacomo's Pizza. And Friday night, I'm going to the Mug and Bun. If I see your brother there, I'll say hi.
Okay, well, I can get pizza here. But anyway.
Not that pizza. That's great pizza.
For John McClellan, I'm George Phillips with OilPressure.com. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the race this weekend.
See you at the weekend.